Something about when I step into this apartment, I'll have something to drink and I'm like, I don't remember how to sip this. And I just inhale it instead.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I have that effect on people.
It's this place.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the ghosts.
Mm-hmm. They want me to join them.
Hi, Allie.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Shannon. Shannon, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to slide this lamp over slightly so I can see you
That's
better.
fair, yeah. Hi.
Hi. I just have some corrections for myself up top.
Okay.
That I wanted to go over with you guys.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
The first is I apologize to myself.
Okay.
Oh,
Because when we were talking about the sandwich and how the lines were all messed up, I
Yes.
referred to Toffoli as truffle sauce,
right.
which was
Yeah.
incorrect. He's truffle oil. He's
Oh.
better. He's not truffle
Technically.
sauce.
Okay.
Yes.
He's truffle oil.
Yes.
Oh, truffle oil. That's
But-
very refined.
Yeah,
Yes.
I cannot tell you guys how much when I was listening back to that, it killed me.
But that's
Forget
what
all
I
the
thought you meant.
other factual inaccuracies in this podcast.
Yeah, that's what we need to correct. It's not sauce. It is truffle oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I
This stuff was haunting me. I was literally thinking about it all the way here.
the way we play fast and loose with analysis, the general rules of hockey. No.
It's vibes.
It's vibes.
And it's truffle oil,
But
not
we-
truffle sauce.
We know our truffles.
Yes.
Exactly.
You will get that correct.
100%.
And lastly, this is an apology to Allie,
Oh.
but mostly to Timo. Because apparently Allie's tweeting shit about me, saying that I am not a fan of Timo anymore.
See,
which is inaccurate. I just haven't seen him in a while. How dare you?
Oh, wow.
if you don't have social media, I can say whatever I want about you. And
Oh my God.
you can't correct me.
It's fair. She does have a
I am putting...
But I have this platform for corrections up top. And I am correcting that I miss Timo. I love watching Timo. Just because I said I'm listening for Nemitz doesn't mean that Timo still isn't number one technically.
technically.
But little, and this is too complicated to even get into.
Complicated.
Yes. So I am cursed
Yeah.
in my own way.
Yes.
And you
Uh-huh.
don't know. Well, you guys do know.
Yeah.
But people
Yes.
listening don't know. By
Bad-
me saying that
Mhm.
I don't like Timo as my number one anymore, it's actually protecting him
Yes.
from
That's true.
my personal curse.
Yes.
Where I have an issue, where anything that I decide, oh, it's my favorite, no longer exists,
Yeah.
no longer available. That person is injured. If it's a character in a movie, they instantly die in the next scene.
It's incredible the amount of times that you and I have been watching a movie that I've like already read the book for or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just I just know the plot and you turn to me and go, that's my favorite character. Like within 2 minutes of before they die. It is shocking.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to protect Timo from my personal curse, but he's still extremely dear to my heart.
see.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was worried.
Yeah. A
You
little.
know,
It's a little complicated, but
I
I
hope-
just
I hope Timo doesn't see my tweets.
fuck. know? Don't let him think that I don't think he's still number one in my heart, because deep down he is. But if I say it out loud, I don't want him to go on injury again.
So Nemitz is just a
man.
distraction.
Maybe.
Yeah. And do you know what happened this game that we just watched?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was injured.
Well, let's
Because-
get into it.
So, all right, getting into it. This is Hot Girls Hockey, born in Jersey. Our weekly opinions on the Devils. There's no facts here because we analyze by vibes.
That we do.
So, Allie, can you start us off with our red carpet report of the week?
Well, this is quite awkward.
Yes.
I have something regrettable to report. There were no outfits for me to review this week.
It's very strange of them.
There were 3 games: Blue Jackets, Stars, and who did we just watch?
Golden Knights.
Yep, that's the one.
We just watched that.
We sure did. I went back scouring Instagram, Twitter, and the official Jersey Devils website, and there
Yeah.
were no arrival outfits posted. If they were posted on Instagram stories and are now gone to me.
Yeah.
Sometimes they post them there and I screenshot them, but I just didn't get a chance to, or they just didn't post them. Who knows?
Interesting.
So the awkwardness is I did not realize this until right before we were set to record. Because truthfully, this is like the last segment that I prepare. It's usually the easiest one to prepare. Yeah. And had I known this, I would have prepared some sort of like backup, which usually I do have. You know, I looked at the PWHL New York outfits. They had some fine outfits, but nothing I could really comment on. Usually there's someone out there wearing some silliness. There were no outdoor games for me to comment on yet. They haven't released shockingly, it is the end of January and they still have not yet released the Devils Outdoor Series, like special edition jerseys.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Are they still putting it together or are they keeping it a surprise?
I'm going with the first one.
Maybe.
Interesting.
You know, I've gone through it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I checked this as well as somebody who's not on social media, like an idiot, thinking that it was possible for me to find something that you wouldn't find, which is not true. It was weird. There was nothing there.
I can still pull something out of my back pocket.
All right. Let's hear it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Do you want a best dressed or a worst dressed?
Both.
Wow. I want a best.
You want a best dressed. Okay.
Yeah. But I agree with Sarah. I also want both.
I want a worst.
Oh,
I like
shit.
the
Well,
worst.
first, I'm first. Which one do you want first?
First, best.
Okay. So best dressed this week is going to Sergey Brilin
Okay.
because he showed up to his Ring of Honor induction at the Stars game, before the Stars game, and they gave him his cute little red suit jacket
Yeah.
for his Ring of Honor
I love that.
induction.
Yeah,
And
That's sweet.
it was super cute and he looked so happy and shy. So that is the only outfit I saw this week and it was a good one.
Love it.
Yeah.
So
Deserved.
wait, Sarge gets best outfit of the week this week.
Who's the worst dressed?
Okay.
I hope it's not me because honestly, I love my cargos, my flannel.
No, I love your outfit. You look cute. You look cozy.
Why would it be you?
Thanks. I don't know. She was staring at me. Allie's staring
Okay,
at me.
I'll stare at Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only so many places to look when we do
just
this.
two of you.
Yeah.
And you are directly in my line of sight.
Sorry.
Yes. I'll turn my chair towards Sarah a
because
little
you're going
bit.
to mess with the microphone.
Okay. So we're stressed. There's a couple of options.
Okay. She's brewing something.
We're stressed to Tyler Seguin because I said so. I don't know what he wore. But you know what I do know he wore? Dallas Stars jersey.
There you go.
Therefore, we're stressed.
All right.
Perfect.
I agree with you.
Yeah. It was
I would
ugly.
give it to the whole team.
Yeah. This is hilarious because I've said before that the Dallas Stars have one of my favorite jerseys.
Yeah, I actually like it.
Me
The
too.
green is cool.
Yep, love it. But not
today.
No. Boo.
No,
Tomato,
boo.
tomato. We're stressed.
Yep. Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Next week I'll have a real one.
All right, Sarah. What is our weekly update?
Okay. So guys,
Okay,
Guys.
I'm giving you a green light because
Guys.
I'm excited.
you're not going to believe this.
Oh gosh, I'm scared.
But as of this moment, right now, on January 22nd, we are fourth in the division.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding.
That won't last.
It probably won't. We're technically tied points wise, but we
Okay.
are in fourth. We have 51 points. So do the Islanders. But
But the Islanders are
unfortunately-
fake.
Yeah, the Islanders, boo.
Boo.
Unfortunately, though, that does not mean that we are top of the wild card race, though.
Okay.
Okay.
We are third in the wild card race still.
Okay.
That's not as bad.
The Red Wings and the Lightning have played more games than we have. So potentially, when we have played that many games as well, we could end up with a few more points.
Wow.
Get ourselves a wild card spot.
I am
I know.
shockingly
I know.
optimistic after that last
Right?
game.
I didn't think this is how it would feel coming into this episode today.
Neither did I.
I was really expecting it to be a bleak one.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the first time in a while that it's been like
Wow. Cautiously
cautiously optimistic.
Cautiously.
Cautiously. Yes.
We are Kasha Bleh optimistic.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
So let's talk about.
how they got there.
Yeah.
So first we had the Blue Jack.
The blue jack.
Blue jack.
Not a red
One
jack.
jack.
No,
One
but
jack.
the blue jack.
He's blue because he
So-
can't play.
Mhm.
The Blue Jackets game. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't watch this one because reasons. So can you guys tell me what happened?
I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Sorry.
One jack. He can't play, so he's blue. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. We gotta go back. Okay.
So can you guys tell me what happened during the Blue Jackets game?
They won.
They sure did.
Yep.
Wait, we did?
Yeah.
Solidly, girl.
I don't
did.
know why I thought we lost
Yeah.
this game.
Solidly
I
won
had
this
no
game.
idea.
It was almost such a solid game that like I don't even really know what the fuck does blue light mean.
I don't know.
Blue Jackets game.
We're just doing some different stuff today. It's fine.
Oh my
This is
God.
a brand new format of episode. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Hey.
The rowboat is way more responsive. Okay,
All right.
sorry.
There's no red carpet report. There's blue lights
Yep.
being played. Shannon doesn't even know if the Devils won a game. This is just.
It's all fine.
You know what? Actually, before we get into this game, let me give you a little bit of housekeeping.
Yes.
If you're listening to this episode as it airs and you're like, this is a little bit different than a regular Hot Girls Hockey episode, things seem to be a little bit off. That is because, first of all, we're recording this episode early. We have pretty much just released the last episode.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the last episode we record before the All-Stars. The reason for that is because we are going out of town skiing.
Yeah.
If this is the last episode of Hot Girls Hockey you ever hear, you can surmise that we all died on the slopes. Because, I mean, neither, you don't know how to ski, do
No.
you, Sarah? No, you I know don't.
No, but I'm planning to shred.
Oh, boy.
I
gonna
think
do
it's a
great.
snowboarding thing, isn't it?
We're
Yeah.
skiing.
Honestly, what I'm really looking forward to is doing, well, the guys probably won't allow me, but I'm going to do it anyway, but doing jumps in the snowmobile.
I think we're gonna go that fast.
We're going to die.
I'm going to go that
This
fast.
is the end of
Okay.
Hot Girls
because
Hockey.
I'm going to turn off
It was
the
nice
governor.
knowing all of you. It's been really fun doing this show.
So in any
All right.
case, we wanted
Yeah.
to record this episode before we go out of town. So we're kind of just winging it.
Yep.
for once. So the Blue Jackets, the Devils played the Blue Jackets
Yes.
and they really, really won.
Yeah. The first thing that I wanted to say, I don't know if you have this for the Twitter wins segment.
Go for it.
There was an interview that Damon Severson gave.
Okay, I saw like clips of it, but no, I didn't. Please
I
tell us
didn't
about it.
read the entire thing. But he basically, like, what it boiled down to was saying, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but like the Devils didn't really know what they were doing, giving up me and Ryan Graves.
Yes, I saw this quote.
Not gonna lie, I agree with him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we did still win the game.
Wow.
I think the conversation started with, was it Novo who
Yeah,
posted this article?
I think so, yeah.
They were talking about defense, and Damon Severson made the point that he's a veteran
Yeah.
defenseman, and
I agree.
that you maybe could have predicted that the Devils would have some defensive struggles when you give away
Exactly.
more veteran defensemen
Yeah.
in favor of rookies.
Just kind of felt a little pointed, but
Something notable about this game is that VTech was back in net after Nico Dawes kind of running the show for a couple of games.
Yes.
Okay.
And that made me nervous for our boy and for us. But
I just looked at the score. I feel a lot better now.
read the score for the people, Shannon.
We won this game 4-1.
4-1.
This is great.
4-1. VTech let in one goal. Now,
But you know
admittedly,
what? That was the first goal of the game.
Trap card. That's
Yeah.
how you trigger the Devil's trap card.
What we expect, you know?
I saw a statistic earlier this season. I did the math. It's like 70% of their games they've given up the first point.
Yep. That sounds about right.
So you know what? That doesn't even faze me
It is
anymore.
par for the course at this point.
Yeah. I feel jinxed if we don't,
Yeah.
honestly. So we did great. Who scored in this game?
Cole Sillinger took the first goal.
But
I'm
when did
mentioning-
we score?
No. I'm mentioning this for the Tate McRae stands out there, which I personally am not, despite being a pop girly.
No.
I don't understand what she doesn't enunciate. This is the same issue I had when Ariana Grande was getting really
Yeah.
popular. I just couldn't understand what she was saying. When Tate McRae sings, I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Anytime Cole Sillinger scores, people have to mention
Gotta
her.
mention it.
It's
you
like
know?
it's a legal requirement.
It's inevitable.
So there's your obligatory mention of
Yep,
it.
that we did.
Oh, you were asking who scored first for the Devils? Take a guess. Just pick a name. Pick a name.
Holtz.
Nice guess. It was John Marino.
Ah. Okay,
Not-
but still good.
But take a guess who did score after that.
Holtz.
Yeah.
Something that I feel is important when talking about this game. So, Marino did not score that goal until the second period.
Okay.
So the Devils come out, Blue Jackets score on them within 5 minutes, pretty quickly take the lead. Now, the Devils do not answer that period. And sometimes in the past, we have seen this leading to them kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this time, partly because, I don't know, they're on the road and things seem to be different for whatever reason when they're on the road. But they came out strong. They gave up the first goal, but they remained focused. They didn't panic. They didn't change the way they played. Even, Bryce Salvador was commenting on this. Like, they stayed resilient.
Yes.
They didn't change their strategy. They just stayed consistent. And I feel like, yes, it's like a sweet little treat when the Devils don't completely change their strategy just because they're down one little goal.
That makes me happy.
And that allowed them to hang in it until the second, where Marino tied it up. And then shortly thereafter, Holtz took the lead.
The last thing that I wanted to say about this game is that the final goal that the Devils scored in this game
I'm reading it.
was scored by none other than Nate Bastian, king shit. This is like third of the season, I think.
It's 2024, and Nate Bastian has decided 2024 is my
I'm
year.
going to play this time.
This?
I'm going to score.
This is the year of Big Bass.
Absolutely is.
2024.
I love
year
it.
of the Dragon? No. Year of the Bass.
Yep.
Gin. Oh, we totally skipped over.
What?
Did we?
Nico scored
Oh, wow.
the
Whoops.
most important goal you can ever comment on.
That's debatable. Because, we
What's
talked
the
about
debate?
it up top.
What's the debate?
Who
What's the debate?
Whoa.
later? Later. Putting more things on the back burner. I apologize. So it was the Stars that we played next. But I experienced this through a group chat because I was not able to watch this game again because I had to go support my dad and watch the 49ers game. But the messages you sent us, Allie, were incredible. I was screaming. Allie went to this game in person.
Yes, you were both busy.
Yes.
So I went alone.
What the fuck happened at this game?
So here's the problem. I look at my notes for this game. Well, first of all,
there's a lot going on here.
So first of all, I bought these tickets impulsively, and I bought lower bowl, just off center ice, as close as I could get
Nice.
tickets. And I was like, whatever, money is fake. And
That's how I'm treating it this weekend.
yes,
Yeah.
And I show up, just in time to catch the end of warm-ups.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, Nico Dawson net, good, love it, like that. And then my very next note in my
yeah. I received this as a message.
Yes.
in my script is, I'm here, I'm drunk.
What happened so fast?
I don't know.
What
actually.
happened in between these two notes?
I was literally screaming to the producer. I'm like, okay, Allie's drunk at the game and I'm not there.
Yeah. I was living for your messages every time they came through.
Well, what happened was I unknowingly bought tickets in the East Club Lounge or
Okay.
Club Lounge East, and I didn't know that they have their own bathroom in there.
Mhm.
See, because the reason why I never really drink at the games is because then I have to go to the bathroom. And then
the
I miss stuff.
lines
And
suck.
the lines suck. And then you can't do anything else in intermission, like
No, you
hang
miss
out
out
with
on-
people.
yeah.
And that's what I like to do.
You miss out on ice cream.
I walk into Club Lounge East, where they put a
Okay.
little wristband on me. I see Dano walking around. I'm like, hey, it's Dano. And I'm like, oh, they have their own bathrooms here. And I'm like, this is the Taylor Swift concert all over again.
Mm.
I can do whatever I want.
Mm.
I can be drunk.
I go
drunk at the Devil's game.
I go up to the bar and I am completely ignored. I go to a different bartender and I'm again completely ignored.
Interesting.
I go to a
What?
third bartender who finally makes eye contact with me.
Okay.
And I'm like, hello, sir, I would like a drink. And he's like, give me your ID. And I was like, you're going to be shocked when you read this thing, sir.
Oh, okay.
I looked like a child.
Okay, that makes more
No.
sense. I was like, why the fuck are they not like serving you? But
And
I do understand.
I don't know if he was just looking at my ID and was like, at your big age, pouring whole bottle.
Oh my.
Okay, I've had a lot of mixed drinks at The Rock, and normally it tastes only like the mixer. It does nothing. This simple Cheetos and soda that I ordered,
Oh my gosh.
2 sips. When I tell you 2 sips, walking down those stairs, done. I was done.
Oh my.
And this was a problem because the Devils are a very fast team. The Dallas Stars,
Yes.
also a pretty fast team. It was a pretty aggressive game. There were a lot of turnovers. I always speak. There were a lot of turnovers. There was a lot of back and forth. It was a fast-paced game. Me sitting down there, a couple rows back from the ice,
Yeah, real close.
tipsy off half a cup. Half a cup. I had multiple.
Nice.
I had no idea what planet the puck was on.
Yeah.
I really did. And then as the game, okay, so they started out okay in the first period.
Okay.
Dallas scored, but they held down the fort. The Devils didn't seem to panic. They came out in second period, shit just fell apart.
Oh.
Everything went to hell.
Yeah.
Dallas was scoring back. I don't even know who was scoring.
Sad.
I don't even know who was on the ice. I don't even know if I knew where I was.
Probably not.
I was surrounded by a sea of Dallas Stars fans and Rangers fans. And
Why?
like a casual Devils fan next to me, but like a Devils fan because he used to work for the team sort of thing.
Okay.
Interesting. I was in enemy territory in my own club lounge. The Stars, they opened up the scoring with a power play goal. My only note on this was, oh no. And then I have a Club Lounge East food review immediately under this.
All right. How's the food? Is it worth it? Is it okay?
I didn't realize there was like a free buffet of food there. Or at least I hope it was free because I just took it and never paid. So I assume it's included in the tickets.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to assume it's
I didn't
free.
see a register
Yeah.
and no one
Yeah, if it's a
arrested
buffet
me.
Yeah.
table,
So-
it's for you.
I had butter bow tie noodles.
Okay.
It was just bow tie noodles that were with butter.
Love a pasta.
Not a sauce. Not like a cashew au pepe. Just butter. Which honestly, that's when you're kind of already tipsy.
When you are drunk,
that slaps.
You need
butter pasta.
Yes.
Slaps.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
We're going
had
here
a
next time.
whole platter of like fresh cut fruit and raspberries, strawberries, pineapples, and the biggest cucumber slices I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh. Do they have grapes?
Yes, they had grapes.
Okay, good.
And then I had this
Ooh.
giant platter
That's
of
like-
fruit. And I saw Dano in the lounge talking to some people. And I had a mouthful of fruits and cucumbers. And I'm chasing Dano with my fruit platter. Like, I want to say hi to you. And he ran away.
Aw.
I didn't catch him.
Yeah, you were chasing him with a fruit platter.
Yeah, it was probably a little alarming.
Maybe.
But the real creme de la creme, quite literally, I picked up these little like tarts and
Ooh.
they had like a little like meringue type thing on top that had been like caramelized.
Stop.
And I was like, okay, it's a little meringue tart.
Anything
No,
with meringue.
Shannon, it wasn't just a little meringue tart. It was a lemon meringue tart.
Ooh.
There was a layer of lemon custard underneath.
We're going.
It was delicious.
Every game.
I had multiple.
Oh.
I need this tart.
I put a roll in my purse and like forgot it there. It was like I was like a character in the Hunger Games. Like I had come out of the districts and they brought me to the feast and I'm putting rolls in my purse.
Yeah. You never know when you're going to need them.
Gosh. For the car ride home.
So
Perfect.
it was decent. I did get sick the next day.
No.
Was it the food? Was it the drinks? We
We'll
don't
never know.
We'll never know. So then we get to the second period. The Stars score a lot. They scored a shorty. I finished my next drink. And then shit just didn't really matter anymore.
Yeah. It's too far gone, really.
It really didn't matter anymore. My only comments after this were a lot of bad turnovers. Yikes. It was a bad game. And then Dano took a pic with me after the game. Smiley face.
Nice.
Aww.
Okay, but do you want actual thoughts on this game? Because I did collect.
Yeah.
Here's my thoughts on the game. My actual thoughts on the game. This was another back-to-back for them. This was right after the Blue Jackets game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their record for back-to-backs after this game is 1-8-1.
Yeesh.
So they pretty much always lose them.
Atrocious.
Lose the second of a back-to-back game. The Stars just heavily outplayed them. They were hungrier across the board. An example that stood out to me early on, McLeod had like this beautiful open lane to the net. It was like a little bit of a lapse in Dallas's goaltending. It was just one of those moments where he had an open lane. I don't know how this puck didn't go in. Well, I do. It went in because even their offense was playing strong and defensively. Jamie Benn was right there. He just swept it right out. And you could tell everyone on Dallas was like in it to win it. They were also, better rested. This was not a back-to-back for them. They had the day before. They were already in the area because I think they had also been playing the Flyers on this trip. So they were already in the area. They had the day before to rest. If you were to ask me like what went right for the Devils in this game, the answer would be nothing. I think in general, they were kind of tired because of the back-to-back, which is understandable. There were a lot of defensive lapses. Most notably, Luke had a lot of his unfortunate turnovers. And then there was this one particular moment where Luke and Colin Miller were both guarding the right side of the net, like backing up Nico.
Right.
And they left the left side of the net wide open for Duchesne, who took advantage of that and scored. And that's what's going to happen when you have teams like Dallas who are more experienced, have more veteran players. They're going to take advantage of those like brief little lapses in your defense where we didn't need two people on on the right side. We could have had one of you on both sides. Like there were just too many turnovers. I didn't even keep count. There were too many. Even Nico Dawes, who I'm a big fan of, he had in like a couple unfortunate moments in the third period in particular. He let in just like a really soft shot. To add insult to injury, Dallas scores a shorty, which is just always embarrassing when you're already down. It's like getting kicked when you're already down.
Yeah.
The defense was struggling. Nico Dawes, I think, did okay, all things considered, but he had a couple of like struggled moments. Even the offense was struggling. It was really hard for the Devils offense to create opportunities because the Stars were, doing what any team who wants to foil the Devils is going to do. And they're just going to create traffic in between the sexy passing. The Devils are going to like get right up in the slot and just pass.
Yep.
And if you're just there prepared for them, it's really easy to foil them. This really created, I think, an emotional response from the fan base where the reaction to this game was essentially fire the coach, sell the team, burn the stadium.
Start over.
Secede from the nation.
It's not that bad.
That was how people were acting.
Oh my gosh.
It was dramatic. Honestly, most people didn't even come back for the third period. And those who did left pretty quickly.
Wow.
Everyone I was hanging out with during the game, because I got to hang out with a bunch of Twitter mutuals. Everyone was kind of, when the alarm for the third period went off, everyone was kind of like, screw it. Why even bother going back?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. The mood was very low, but I would like to say,
okay,
one little piece of defense, because this is a Devils podcast.
Yes.
And I feel the need to defend the boys
We
at
are
all
fans.
times, 100% of the time. I do think it's worth noting that not all, but some of this can still be chalked up to the result of injuries. But this was a back-to-back, like I've said. They're tired. The remaining defensemen we have on the team are young. Luke and Nemitz both struggled a little bit. And I love both of them. But they are both still rookies and are going to be worn out by a schedule like this.
Absolutely.
And I think when you have Dougie and Siegs and so many other people injured, you don't have the option to rest your younger defensemen who are still like maybe getting used to playing at this pace, because who's going to play?
Yeah.
If they take a rest, who do you have to replace them right now?
No one.
There's nobody on this team anymore.
No one.
And I think a lot of what we're seeing this season is that the endurance and the fortitude needed to play a tough schedule like this and needed to play at a higher level now that you're no longer in a rebuild, but are kind of like in this moment now where you're so like well, I don't even know what the word to describe this is. Like
They're in their character development stage.
they're in their character development stage. Yeah. The rebuild development done. Now you're that fortitude and the endurance that you need to push through this. It's just going to be developed with this experience. And this year it's the trials and tribulations of your character building stage.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I think about how hard this year has been on everybody. I think we're going to be fucking killer next year. But I'm whispering it.
I know. Okay.
We're not jinxing it.
Okay. I agree with you because there's always like, yes, you have the best year. You have a little bit of a low before the high.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
This is just the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can wait till next year. I can wait.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Honestly, schedule wise, the Devils going to the Stanley Cup final next year works out better for me.
Same.
Not that they should account for that, but I'm just saying, guys, if you're planning for my schedule.
Let's get into our highlight of this week.
Yes.
So we played the Golden Knights.
How is this the highlight of the week?
I wasn't expecting it when we started this game.
No.
Not at all.
No.
I wasn't expecting it in the second period of this game or the third period of this game either, to be quite honest.
There was a lot fucking going on here.
Yeah.
I would say, Allie, you said this in the beginning. I felt like we were being outskated by the Golden Knights. And I just didn't really feel like we had a chance right off the bat.
Yeah.
But then the Devils just kind of kept proving me wrong. Even though I didn't feel like they were playing super strong, I felt like they got lucky. And then you commented, Sarah.
So my thought on this is that, yes, it wasn't the strongest skating that we've seen from them. It was a little bit sloppy, but it was aggressive.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, maybe this is finally the sloppy PB&J without the, PB&J. Is this the sloppy sandwich that we wanted them to give to us, where they're not just waiting for the pretty perfect shot to make? They're actually trying to do some dirty plays to score on lesser obvious shots.
Yes.
You could tell that they wanted this so bad, especially coming off of the previous game.
Yeah.
They were fighting for this one.
Desperately trying to not have that outcome for this one.
Did we give up the first point?
It's a Devils game.
Yes.
But the second goal, it was Timo Nico.
The best possible goal.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. Allie made a comment. You described Timo as a fresh, hot espresso.
In this terrible lunch that we are creating.
Always creating.
That we're consistently adding ingredients to.
Yeah.
We needed a spot for Timo, but I just don't think Timo, I don't see Timo in the sandwich. I think Timo is the chaser.
Okay. I think
fair
he's
enough.
Tabasco sauce.
Defend your position.
Hot, spicy, and to the point.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Damn, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, no, that was great. It was a great argument. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is the sandwich? What sandwich created this goal? Jesper Bratt was the second assist.
I don't know how I feel about like peanut butter, Swiss, and Tabasco sauce. I was picturing more
Jesper's
like
the jelly. Jay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack's
that's
the peanut
worse
butter.
in my head. Yeah.
Or is
sorry.
Jay the Jack?
Oh, shit. They're
Which
both
one's
Jay.
which? I forget.
Jesper Bratt B for peanut butter. That's what I thought.
Maybe. I don't
So-
think he's peanut butter
he's-
in this sandwich.
So it's a peanut butter.
Swiss Tabasco sandwich.
Oh,
Moving
sounds
on.
horrific. Yep.
I thought it was a little weird. I don't think I've ever seen Timo unshaven before. When they were on the close up, I was slightly unsettled.
He has a mustache. I like it.
Yeah.
It was good.
It looks good.
I was just like,
It's
I
got
had
like
never seen it.
a little Top Gun Maverick mustache
Yeah.
moment.
It was a little different. It was good. And his interview during the first period. I just wanted to comment on this real quick. I know we talked about before that now he just completely sounds American, but I think because he was so out of breath during this interview,
He relapsed.
Yeah, he did not sound American.
No.
But his hair is definitely blonde because his mustache is blonde.
Yes.
Is he
So-
naturally blonde then?
Important updates on previous Hot Girls hockey topics. Something exciting happened at the end of the first period.
Yeah.
Yes.
We scored again.
Lazar took a late period goal. The Devils did not give up a
They
late
did
period
not.
goal. They took
it.
a late period goal
Yes.
and sent them into the first intermission with a lead.
yeah.
So going into the second, we scored again.
Wow.
And it was Toffoli.
Yeah.
I'm confused because
Toffoli.
we're up 3-1.
Fully heard people talking smack about him online.
People were talking smack about him?
People were talking smack about
Why?
Toffoli.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I don't know. He just hadn't been, I guess, producing for a couple games.
They're
And
just picking their new guy to pick on.
yeah, it's just the
Meh.
hockey boy of the week.
Yeah.
Well, he did
The
great.
anti-it boy.
The anti-it boy. The void boy.
Yeah. Second period was really stressful because the Knights then tied up with back-to-back goals. I feel,
They don't just tie it up.
I know.
The
It was
Knights-
super disappointing.
The Knights, quite frankly, spank the Devils with back-to-back goals. No, there were 3 of them.
There
Like,
were. In
rattled
like
off.
5 minutes.
I
Yeah.
know. This was, and the last one when the
This is
Golden
like-
Knights were up 4-3, I was honestly speechless.
This is like cringing. And this is, you guys both walked off to the kitchen and then they scored again. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we're turning it off.
Yep.
Something happened in this game to your second favorite player.
Yeah, we talked about your boy. What
Oh.
about your other boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go over this in the
We can talk about it more then.
a
but-
little later on, but this was an injustice for the Devils because there was a scuffle. It was a really unfortunate hit on Nemitz, and somehow the penalties added up to 4-on-4 after.
Well, yeah, because Ball got a minor and then so
Yeah.
did Howden.
Yep.
They reduced his from a major to a minor,
Yeah.
which is how it ended up 4-on-4.
Didn't agree with this call.
And 4-on-4 was not favorable for the Devils this time.
No, even though normally it is. So the Knights score, making it 4-3. The Knights score again.
Yeah, I don't think you were even in the room for this. I
No.
think you had already given up.
5-3. And you could hear the fans on the broadcast. They were over
Booing,
it. They were done.
booing.
Insanity.
But
Toffoli said to himself, it was an amazing play. I think Sarah commented on this.
No.
Oh, it was Allie?
This is the one where I came back into the room and I said, I heard screaming. Is it good screaming or bad screaming?
Toffoli, he was in the offensive zone.
Oh,
he's
yes.
looking around and he looks back and he's like, there's no one to pass to? Okay. I passed to myself and I'm going to shoot. And he scored. This
Yeah.
was amazing.
yeah, I think
This just gave us that hope again.
I think Dawson dumped it in for him, and then
Yeah.
he was under a little bit of pressure, and he kind of like faked to back pass, but there was no one to pass to. And so he
Yeah.
just kind of like, it was good. He did a little feint, held on to the puck, and took a nice shot.
He brings us back into the game, gives us some life, and then it's Lazar. He ties up this game 5-5.
In the third period,
Yeah, and this was
With, like,
a
8 minutes left to go. Less than 10 minutes left to
yeah,
go.
this was a sexy goal from the result of sexy passing. This was awesome.
I love when Shannon's notes are just quotes of things I said.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So we had 2 people on hat trick watch.
Was
We
this
have-
the really
we
good
did.
rebound
Yeah.
that I said was really
Yes.
sexy?
Yes.
Yeah, this was a good one because he took the first shot on goal
Mhm.
and then it rebounded, and he stayed like right in there all the way up in the crease, ready to just like he didn't give up, ready to just tip it back in. Yeah, that was a sexy rebound.
So we tie it up. Unfortunately, we can't end this in regulation, and we go into OT.
Boo!
Stressful.
I'm
Extremely
an OT
stressful.
hater.
But we had, I would say, really good control of the puck the whole time during OT. I think we're really strong
Yeah.
when we go into it.
Who did they send out there first? I try to remember.
It was Nico, Timo, and brat, I want to say.
Oh, so the awful sandwich.
yeah.
The Tabasco sandwich.
I want to say.
And we had so many good chances, just didn't go in. But I just like that we had control the whole time. There was a couple really nerve-wracking moments, but Toffoli ends this for us. And he got a flipping hat trick.
Hell
Shannon
yeah.
manifested this.
I'm
Toffoli
so excited.
scored his second goal. She turns to me and goes, I want to see hats on the ice.
Hats, yes.
And he
and I
gave
got
it to you.
I was so happy. We got hats on the ice. I think it was like Dano said it was a monster night. He shoots the
They
winning goal.
Needed to win this one.
Absolutely. And you could just tell because like the moment we scored, it wasn't just like a go and like a huddle. Oh, congratulations. The players just jumped off the bench.
They like
and
tackled him.
ran over to the bully. And I agree. We needed this.
I think the biggest thing after the Dallas Stars game was the confidence shake that you could see in the fan base. But I also
Yes.
I feel like you could see it on the ice too. That was what I noted during the game against Dallas, is that they just looked lost and without a certain degree of direction and without their usual confidence. And I think they needed this win against Vegas, regardless of whether it was in regulation or OT, just to regain that confidence.
All right. We ended on a good note this week.
Yeah.
Super exciting. Have
And
some.
Nothing bad can possibly happen for the rest of this week because they're
No.
definitely not playing really good teams.
Well, they
It's
did
all right.
today too. And you know what? It went good. So
Yes.
I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
And if it does happen, you won't ever find out about it on this podcast because by the time we're back, it'll be after the All-Star break and we don't have to talk about them.
That's fair.
Carolina, who?
Don't know 'em.
Avalanche,
Eh.
will be in one.
Yeah.
Shannon,
Yeah.
were the boys fighting this week?
Not really. I have just like one scuffle of mention specifically because it was a result from Nemitz getting hit.
Your favorite.
And this was like super disappointing because he's on the wrong side of the scuffle award this
Yeah.
week. So there was a nasty shoulder to the head from one of the Golden Knights players. I think it was
Howden.
number 21.
It was Howden.
Howden. And it was hard. They replayed this at several angles and it was like I really felt like this guy's shoulder made contact with his head
I
from the
saw
way that
this
it whipped.
real time.
Yeah.
They were both behind net, and then the puck got out. Everyone was going to the other side of the ice, and then you just heard this loud, like,
Yeah.
and it was Nemitz hitting the ice. And I remember we were all watching, and I went, "Oh!"
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, everything paused, and they panned back over, and a fight had broken out because Kevin Ball saw
Yep.
Nemitz get taken down.
Yeah.
And took umbrage with that, understandably. When they replayed it, it's hard to tell because it kind of just looks like he hits him in the back and he gets like a rag doll whipped back
Yeah.
and forth. But I really thought his shoulder made contact with the head.
It
It
really
looked like a direct head hit to me.
I agree. And it was nasty and it was like terrifying because I dared to say that I liked Nemitz. So now he's getting injured.
Yeah,
true.
you did this to him.
Yeah.
So-
It is your curse.
I don't like anybody. I don't like the team.
All right.
anymore.
All right. Maybe that's what it's been.
We'll start
all
with
Maybe
it.
that's
along.
what maybe Shannon
We
shouldn't be
thought
rooting for them.
It was the witch, and it's been Shannon's
Shannon
curse all
is the
along.
witch.
Is Shannon the witch?
Is Shannon the witch?
Whoa.
Vote below in the comments.
All
Shannon,
right.
go root for the Sharks.
Okay. They'll start winning.
Somehow.
But this scuffle, it was good to see the team immediately come to Nemitz's defense, but Ball could not be calmed. Like there was this moment where there were so many refs and players like interlocked together that they just moved as one being, which I thought was pretty funny.
It's like the creature. It's like the flower thing at the end of Midsommar, and she's
Yeah.
just like
Yep.
lurching around.
Mhm.
There wasn't really any scuffles that I think deserved an award.
Yeah.
But this one was alarming and scary to me. It's
Hollywood
like,
is struggling in the hockey world this week. No
Yeah.
red carpet report. No Oscars.
Yeah.
What is TMZ going to report on?
I don't know.
Maybe whatever the whispers on the Twitter wins
All
are.
right, I'll try to rustle something up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him some content.
So, Allie, what are the whispers on the Twitter wins?
Do you want something wholesome or something that you can debate?
Let's start off wholesome. I like starting with the good.
I agree.
So speaking of the Golden Knights,
Yes.
they have a rookie player, Brendan Brayson. He's a little bit of a Nepo baby.
Okay.
Yeah, we love a Nepo baby.
Yeah, do we?
So the reason I say that is because his dad is an agent
Okay.
for some recognizable names, most notably Mr. Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
And this is important because it means that growing up, Brendan's babysitter for a time was Sidney Crosby.
What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Okay.
So he grows up. Brendan starts playing hockey as well. And this past weekend, he got called up from the AHL to play for the Golden Knights in a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Oh.
Redacted team name.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, we're
Sorry.
not allowed to say
Sorry.
that.
We're not allowed to say Pittsburgh Penguins
Yep.
on the show. Against the redacted black and white aquatic birds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Black and white aquatic birds.
Yep.
While Brendan was playing, he scored his first ever NHL goal against the Penguins while Crosby was on ice. And it turned out to be the game-winning goal.
Oh.
He scored his first ever NHL goal, a game-winning goal against his former babysitter.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow.
Oh my gosh. I don't have too much time to derail, but when I grew up, I hated my babysitter.
Maybe
And I would do anything. If I was playing my babysitter on the ice, I would do the same. I love this.
It's a dream in the
Shannon's
making.
checking her babysitter right into the boards.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was because she had the same name as me.
Oh.
And it bothered me so much because, I'm like 6 years old and I'm the only Shannon. She
Yeah.
can't be Shannon.
Yeah, no.
I'm Shannon.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I would have checked my babysitter into the board.
Look out, Shannon, if you're playing hockey.
Yeah.
The other whisper on the Twitter wins I'm excited about because it allows me to pose a thesis question to you guys. And I love
Ooh.
doing that.
Yes.
So the Islanders, you're familiar with the Islanders.
Yes.
We have strong opinions on the Islanders.
We do.
Much like the Devils, early in the season, the Islanders were playoff contenders.
They still kind of are.
And
Okay.
and they still very much are.
Oh my gosh, I saw this. Yes.
But they went on a little bit of a losing streak recently.
Yes.
They started to struggle. Now, I would say they've kind of been on a bit of a losing in overtime streak.
Yeah.
But regardless, this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
Lou Lamoriello said, you know what? Fuck it. And fired their head coach.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. I remember I watched it on the news. I'm like, is that real?
Very interesting.
No more Lane Lambert. Bye. Kicked him out. He's gone. We have Patrick Waugh or Raw, depending on who you ask.
Okay.
You know what's crazy about this? Players apparently said that they got like a 10-minute notice.
Really?
That there was like a text sent out 10 minutes
Oh my
before it was
God.
officially announced that Lambert was
You
fired
guys have a new boss.
and
I
was
am-
coming in.
A gasp. That's insane.
Yeah, that's fast. This obviously has caught the attention of the entire hockey world, but particularly the metro area where
Yeah.
Devils fans, a couple of those, are feeling kind of frustrated with coaching. Especially when, one of the reasons more or less cited on the record is that the Islanders were struggling with defense and some questionable line makeups that led to this losing rut. And that was enough for their head coach to get fired and a new one to be brought in.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're a Devils fan and if you're feeling similar frustrations with the team and you're standing across the river,
Thinking, why can't we do that?
yeah. I mean, because this is a perfect example of a team with playoff aspirations that made a middle of the season coaching change. And it's obviously too soon to see what effect this will have for the Islanders. I think they've only played one game with him as head coach.
Yes. But they did win it.
Yeah. And I didn't watch this game, but from everything I've heard about it, it was a more aggressive game for them, which is what they were looking for.
Interesting.
With Patrick Waugh being a bit of a flamboyant, personable, aggressive kind of approach. Maybe that was the change that they needed. In any case, you have a lot of Devils fans sitting here on the other side of the river looking very longingly at that, being like, I want that.
That could be us. All
Well,
right.
here's my question.
Okay.
Knowing that, bear in mind as well, the Rangers, who also went to the playoffs last season, because this is the argument. Yeah, Lindy Ruff is struggling, but he's also the same coach who got them to the playoffs and through the first round last season.
Sure.
Do you really throw that baby out with the bathwater? But then I knew Shannon was going to react to that. I waited.
That's very much a phrase, Shannon.
Yep, I waited for that.
She's on the ground.
She was on the ground.
That's awful.
Isn't it? It's a bad metaphor.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I've recovered.
Do you look at the Rangers who made it to the playoffs and replaced their coach? Look at the Islanders who have playoff aspirations and have been doing, pretty well this season and replaced their coach mid-season and think maybe we could do that too.
I have my answer,
What's your answer?
but I'll let Sarah go first.
Okay.
I don't know. I think maybe.
Yeah.
Just because he is the coach that was there with them when they did get through the playoffs last season, that doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case. Things can change. Things can fall apart. Just because he was the coach then that got them through that doesn't mean that that is exactly how it's going to happen every single time. And if, these other teams are maybe seeing some change, some positive change from it, maybe it's time for us to make a change. Maybe.
I agree with you. The problem, though, is that the Devils aren't bad.
No.
They don't have abysmal coaching.
No.
They're hard to judge right now because of the amount of injuries they have.
Yes.
And the biggest issue is just that they're inconsistent. So I think it's really difficult if I'm general manager or if I'm making these decisions. It's really difficult for me to pinpoint one particular area that needs to be fixed when you can have a game like they have against the Stars where they completely fall apart, and then a game against the Golden Knights where they stick to it, stay consistent, stay in it, and win it.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah.
So I think that's the fear, that's the risk, is that you're looking for a pattern that definitively proves Lindy Ruff is the problem, and therefore the team will be better off if he leaves.
Yeah. I don't think it's a definite get rid of him, but maybe. Maybe.
Shannon, you're like smirking at us.
Yes, she is.
You have thoughts.
All right. So I'm on the opposite side of this.
Okay. What side are you on?
I think we need to keep Lindy.
Okay.
Because this is a part of a theory I wanted to talk about
Oh my gosh. She has a theory.
last season
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
where we went to a game
Okay.
and they were chanting,
Okay.
"Fire Lindy Ruff."
Oh yeah. That's,
And
yeah.
I was confused. I was like, what's really? They're screaming that at the game? I was like, okay, whatever. And then we started winning every game. And so we won this Golden Knights game. And I feel like that battle cry has been really loud.
You think the Fire Lindy Ruff chant fuels the Devils?
Or Lindy Ruff. But yes, I really do think maybe this is a turning point. I can't predict this yet, but based off of what happened last season, I'm like oddly hopeful, and I want to hold on just a smidge.
I think that's
just a smidge.
I think that's overly optimistic because I think
I'm
that
going
the Devils
by vibes here.
have had
That's true.
multiple opportunities for turning points this season.
But the Lindy Ruff chants weren't super loud yet.
I disagree. You just weren't at the game.
I know.
They were happening. The Sharks game this year.
Yeah.
That
All right.
particular.
All
If
right.
that wasn't a turning point, it makes me less inclined to believe that this will be.
Okay.
But I hope for your sake that this analysis by vibes is true.
I just like being blind. So let's not worry about it.
Nope.
Until the next game.
Exactly.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
And not worry about it because this is the segment where we don't worry because sometimes I'm saying random shit and the announcers do it too. I don't have too much this week. Had a lot going on. But we got a couple here. First, we got Keeps the Vibes Good. This was by Bill after the Blue Jackets offside goal that was taken back. And I love this because Sarah commented. I was going to let you comment.
Oh, it's just really accurate to how we do analysis on this podcast.
Yeah.
Keeping the vibes good.
If the vibes are good,
Yeah.
you play better.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. That's why Alfred should coach
Alfred
Good
has the
vibes.
best vibes.
I thought this one was funny, just out of. I'm just saying it anyway.
Yep.
Thompson flashes the leather. I just haven't heard this described this way before, so I thought it was different. I love this one. I believe this was Bill. We got a boatload of goals.
A boatload.
So 5 is a boatload of goals. 5 goals, boatload.
Boatload.
Fit in a boat.
I don't know what 6 is, but it's
ship.
not a boat.
Yes.
Okay, 6 is a ship.
7, a yacht.
Oh.
Like a mega yacht.
Yeah.
Yes, let's get a mega yacht of goals
A
next
mega
game.
yacht of goals.
Would love that.
And then we have waiting to explode these fans.
That one's so funny in the context of the Devils fans watching this night's game, booing, cheering,
Yes.
booing, fire Lindy, go Devils, fire Lindy, go Devils, booing, cheering, up and down. If I'm on that ice, I would want to explode the fans. Big old fickle audience. I'm like, shut up. I'm doing my best. Let me play.
And lastly, we have, can this be the game that turns this season?
Who asked that?
This was Bill. And
Bill.
This is like I'm with Bill on this one. And I put this here because this goes into my theory about when the chants get so loud. We don't, oh my gosh, Allie, like people can't see. Allie's just like, Shannon, why do you even try?
She's shaking her head.
She's shaking my
Because
damn
I
head.
want to try.
I just don't, like I said, I don't think there can be a turning point when you don't know what to fix, with the exception of injuries, and you can't control how quick people come back from injuries. But that's not a good answer to say here because this is the don't worry about it segment, so we don't worry about it.
Nope.
Yep.
So can this be the game that turns the season?
Maybe.
If we're not worrying about it,
Yeah.
let's move on to our It Boy of the Week.
Oh, I have an answer.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I don't have a nomination, so
All right.
I'm gonna Allie, Sarah.
I'm torn between two. You go first, Sarah.
Okay. I'm nominating Tyler Toffoli because he got that hat trick in the Vegas Golden Knights game.
That
Great.
was really exciting.
I think he is the leader of scoring for the Devils this season. So I think we should give him some credit for that.
I was going to nominate Tyler Toffoli, but I was hoping that one of you would beat me to it so that I can instead give some credit to my counter nomination.
Okay.
Who I don't expect to win, but I just had to make the nomination
Sure.
while it's opportunity.
Yeah.
Nico Hischier, who scored in back-to-back games. And I just like him. So
And yep.
anytime I nominate Nico for anything, this podcast, I'm like, and I just like him. So he gets nominated.
That's fine.
He is a great captain.
That's allowed.
Because we say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we say so
This
is
is-
the only criteria for
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
segment.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm sorry. I realized.
You're going to agree with who?
What?
Come again?
What?
Who?
I misspoke.
Shannon.
Me.
We have given Nico It Boy like 3 times
And
already.
he deserves more.
No. I agree with Sarah.
Thank you.
I agree. Toffoli is the It Boy of the Week.
Yeah.
For the hat trick, I asked for hats on the ice. He
You
gave
got
me hats on the ice.
He did. What kind of hat do you think Tyler Toffoli would be?
One of those that has the little propeller on it.
I was thinking more like a Sherlock cap for some reason. You know, the kind that has like flap in the front and the back for some reason.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, and it, like the
I
flap
don't know what I'd call
buttons
that,
up.
but
I know exactly what you're talking about. Jesper Bratt would be like a little beret, a
Yeah.
little poet beret.
oh yeah,
And Nico
who
Hischier,
wore the disco
Nico's
outfit for
obviously
Halloween?
a
the
page
beanie.
boy. No, he would be totally a page boy
the
cap.
rose beanie.
Page boy cap. 100%. He's got major page boy cap energy.
And I don't know what a page boy cap is.
You
to
know,
be
like
honest.
the guys on Newsies.
oh,
Oh.
100%.
oh, I don't like that.
I'm not saying I like it.
no,
I'm just saying this is 100% something that Nico Hischier owns.
I hate it.
I'm not saying it's good.
I hate it.
Jack Hughes would show up with like a questionable sombrero.
Allie, any songs?
Oh fuck.
Oh, fucking hell. A song. I was singing something
You
earlier.
were.
What
yes,
was
you
it?
were.
Wait, you were?
I was the song from Gilmore Girls.
There she goes again. I don't know the words.
I don't either.
This has been Hot Girls Hockey. Tune in next week for more sugar,
Spice.
And everything ice.
If you like our show, please leave us a rating, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and tweet at us at hotgirlshockey_.